don't chase the money. The money will come.
Mm-hmm.
You thought you, 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 you thought you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode here of Your Peak Life Podcast. Edgar the Sphere Munez is in the house. Yours truly, your DJ Julian Rivera. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Follow us, subscribe. But as you know, we always have amazing guests on here. Today, we have who I personally feel is going to be Rookie of the Year 2026 in Hampton Roads and with Iron Valley, the one and only Noel. How are you today, sir?
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the kind words. Before we start, I just want to tell both of you, I've been watching Your Peak Life clips
Okay.
before I even became an agent.
Really?
I have.
All right.
And, you know, to be sitting here less than 6 months into real estate, it's very gratifying and very exciting at the same time. So I really appreciate the opportunity.
I appreciate you saying that, man. So I'm going to ask you a serious question, and the gratitude is definitely, we're glad that you're here and serious. We'll talk about that in a second. But who's your favorite host?
Of course, you, man. We're at Norfolk, baby.
I just want to say that.
Kicking your shins.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We got to pick on each other a few times. It's been a few weeks. But
Yeah.
Noel, you've came in like a rock star. I remember when I met you. So we met you through our mutual friend, Hi, right?
Yes.
So you guys work together on base.
Yes.
And you're a boss in your own right as well. You have a team that works with you, right?
Yes.
How many?
That's correct. It's about 6 to 10.
Okay, let's just say 6 to 10,
Yep.
and you do that. You have a full-time day job,
Yes.
right? And then you do real estate part-time, but really you do both full-time.
Full-time.
That's really what it is. It's the same with you and Hi. You both are full-time.
Right.
You can have more than one career and be full-time.
Yes.
And I remember when I met you, it was about a year ago now, I think, right?
Yes.
When we went in, it was Hi, myself, and Kevin Warren at one of the events that we did on base there.
Yes.
And he introduced me. Hi was telling me about you for a minute, right? So he's like, you got to meet this guy, You didn't even have your license yet at this point. So he met me. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, let me know when you're ready. You put your head down. You got licensed as of officially, finally, of October of 2025. And you have how many closings so far?
4.
4 closings already.
Nice.
And how many do you have in the pipeline?
A lot.
A lot
Yeah,
already?
a lot.
And how many of these are leads?
All of them are my personal leads. So,
Personal SOI. And how are you doing this?
social media, baby. Just,
And what plays are you following?
hey, the blueprint. Iron Valley blueprint. Just get in the room, listen to all the brokers, listen to you. Before I met you, I met Edgar, I met Doe, I met Edwin, and they all gave me the confidence before I even met you.
Good.
And
Yeah.
you know, Hi said so many great things about you. So wanted the introduction. I knew what my worth was, and I didn't want to let you down. And you know, it's just been great, man.
Dude, it's like I can't say I'm proud of everybody, like really, but like whenever you first start, and we've been talking about this forever now, like a lot of people don't even get their first deal for the first like 2 years, right? Because it takes a minute to get
What
there.
was the stats for 2025? Do you recall?
For what? For
just Hampton Roads. I want to say for our area. I don't know where you guys are listening from, but over 8,000 agents.
Yep.
And I can't remember the exact stat.
Of how
but
many that didn't do a deal?
didn't do one deal?
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was over 4,000 agents.
It was-
Over half of
it was-
them did
yes.
0 deals last year, and between, let's say, number 2,000 agent up to 4,000 agent ranking, they only did maybe 4.
Maybe. Right.
It's a steep drop off once you get past number agent 2,000.
It's a huge drop off.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be that say 80% of the business done by 20%. Now it's like 90% is done by 10% of the
Top
agents.
1,000 does 15 or more deals.
Facts.
After that, it drops off.
There you go.
Really, really steep.
Correct.
So, just so you know,
Yeah.
starting off the year, you've probably already done more business than half the agents are going to do this year.
Well, you know, it's crazy because when I'm closing these deals, it doesn't feel like it, because it's probably because I am in Iron Valley and I see just everybody just killing it, you know. But one of the biggest things that I learned from Julian is, you know, comparison is the thief of joy. Just focus on you, focus on yourself, and good things will happen. I mean, so I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, 4 deals. I'm grateful for it, but I need more, man.
Yeah, no,
You know?
yeah, definitely do more. Like, and I forgot that when we met, right? I think that's why I thought you were licensed so much longer, because I've known you
Yeah.
outside of real estate.
Right.
Right. Same thing, playing pickleball, whatever.
Right.
And, whooping them.
Yeah. You can say it.
And
always
it's
has to find a way.
frustrating, having that great serve and still lose. But,
I've heard he's a beast, by the way.
he is.
Yeah.
He's great. He's
Yeah.
great. Honestly, I've maybe beat him twice.
Hey, we're gonna win Pickle de Mayo this year.
Oh,
I just want
absolutely.
everybody to
Pickle de
know
Mayo.
that. Yeah.
Pickle de Mayo, PV pickle. But so I met you then, and I forgot you weren't in real estate, right? We just knew each other then, playing around. And I remember now, it's like, hey, I signed up for a real estate class.
Yeah.
And I remember now, and I was like, yeah, man, get it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You're just around the circle. It's just organic. It's like, want to be part of it, right? You see the success, you see the energy.
Right.
And I think, obviously, I would say you made the right choice. You got a great, I would say, character. You're sociable. Everybody likes you. My dream is to see you and High become that pickleball. When people say real estate agent or a realtor, it's you and High Vice Stephen Doe's ass. 'Cause it's frustrating. Anybody I meet in the pickleball court, oh, Doe, you know Doe?
Yeah.
Yes, I know that guy. Who cares?
No, you know what's super dope though is that you've just put your head down and you work. You want to be at 100 already, and then when we have these conversations, you understand the steps. It takes it there. Right. Fun fact about Noel: he's fluent in English, Tagalog, and Spanish. Isn't that very unique for our Hampton Roads market?
Very.
You see what I'm saying?
That's a value.
That's huge, And so the fact that you already have the ability to learn a lot is huge. I always say people that know more than one language is super smart, except Edgar. But either way, it's more the things that you're in a position that you want to win. But before real estate, like, what have you been doing? Like, tell us like the short snippet of Noel.
Yeah. So, 35 years old now. I was born and raised in Norfolk, Virginia. For all the local people here, Shark City.
Okay.
So essentially I started my life kind of late. I was always smart in high school. And by the time it was like senior year, I just was like, I'm done with school. I just want to hang out, have fun with friends, do some young people shit.
Yep.
Just have a good time, party, whatever. And then, around 24, 25, I probably hit this roadblock because I was about to lose my job in United Airlines because I was throwing bags on the plane and I was working the ticket counter.
You're that guy. I'm that guy in the window. Look at that guy throwing the
throwing
fucking
shit.
bag. That's my bag.
Yeah, exactly. I was that guy.
He broke my wheel on my damn heckin' life.
Right. So, I was losing my job there, and then I was also going through a breakup around that time. And, I had a couple of friends that, are still in my circle. And we just had a serious conversation like, look, man, you're smart. Just go back to school. You were good at math. And then I just went balls in on engineering.
Okay.
So in, 2015, I just, put my head down, went back to engineering school, and pretty much graduated Old Dominion University in 2019, summa cum laude, top of my class.
Damn right.
And then I've been an engineer ever since. And, that in of itself was a blessing because that taught me a lot of life lessons.
Yeah.
For sure. And now that I'm in real estate, I just take the same principles that I learned from my life back then and just apply it here.
Right.
Because, me, like, I don't know how to turn it off.
Correct.
I'm just all in all the time, balls deep. Like, I thank my wife a lot because, she sees it, like late nights, I'm like, texting other agents or just talking to my clients, and she's sacrificing as much as I am, and it's good because I see the fruits of my labor.
Yep.
And I just want to keep going. But that's pretty much me, man.
Fruit of your labor. We've had these conversations plenty of times. Military, former Navy, and how did that make you feel when you're getting paid the exact same and you're putting in 10 times more effort than the person next to you that's getting paid the same and not doing anything that you are?
Well,
That's annoying.
That is the crazy part. And remember, I said that I watched these clips before, and Stephen Doe was sitting right here, maybe in the other podcast. But one thing that really hit me hard was real estate. There's no cap.
None.
It's an eat what you kill business.
Correct.
Right. And I could be 10 times better than the engineer right beside me. And essentially, we're still going to make the same amount of money.
Correct.
I'll get a pat on the back.
Yep.
I'll get a command coin.
Attaboy.
Right. Exactly. But if I put in the same effort in real estate, man, it's I can't even explain it. Like, the money is great that I've received, but the only reason why I got that money is because I was able to help other people
Correct.
close their house and get into their, investment properties or whatever dream house they wanted to be in. And that's why it's so gratifying to me to be in this business.
I'm glad you say it that way, because a lot of people look at this as a transaction business. A lot of people look at it as only the bread. They only see the money, right? So when we speak to clients, we try to convey this message the best way as possible, but we're literally serving a family.
Yes.
Most people get paid no matter what. If we're looking at it from an alphabet equation from A to Z, we don't get our check until Z.
Yeah.
Like, it has to go there. If not, we don't get anything. I don't care if it makes it to Y.
Right.
Nothing happens. And it really comes down to, and you've already felt this a few times, it's coming down to the last minute and something happens, right? And being able to pivot with your resources, with just knowing what to do, but you're an engineer by trade. Like, you're used to solving problems. So to be fair, a lot of engineers like you and I will succeed in this industry, because this is literally, we shouldn't even be called realtors. We're problem solvers.
Well, let me ask you this from an engineering standpoint, where AI is coming in now, because so I worked at this base where they developed all the weapons and things like that for the Navy, right? And we did all the testing, and in China Lake. But one of my friends was the engineer in one of the hangars, and what they would do is, like, the military says, hey, we want this type of weapon, and then the engineer side, whether it's Boeing, Raytheon, whoever, gets the contract, they start developing. But from the engineer side, a lot of these equations are going into this computer, basically, and it's spitting out whatever. It gets developed, we test. Now with AI, is this changing your job now? Like, what's going on there, or what's coming down the pipeline?
With my job, well, I'm a civil engineer by trade. So, we don't deal with weapons. We don't deal with nothing like that.
Yeah.
As a civil engineer, everything that you see when you drive around is a civil engineering responsibility.
Right. So the traffic, the dam,
the
Indian
traffic,
River Road,
the foundation of a
when are you
house.
guys fixing that? Gotcha.
Right, exactly. All of that is essential to life.
That's a good point.
Mechanical engineering, totally different.
Okay.
It's hard to say that, civil engineers will go away, because we control everything from, structures, from, building the foundation of, homes or whatever it may be, transportation, water resourcing, making sure the water that we drink is clean, sanitary sewers, ensuring that's all treated.
Okay.
That's the whole reason why I did civil engineering, is because, yes, they get paid a little less than like mechanical or electrical engineers, but at the same time, you're always going to need them, no matter what.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just see, like, just when I hear engineers, like, my mind goes straight to that, where it's like, okay, AI's coming in. Like, for example, bookkeeping. A lot of people are starting to do their taxes and bookkeeping through an AI system, let's just say. And then I'm just, like, looking, just from a bird's eye view, trying to look at every single job that's out there that within 5 years may not exist, right?
Correct.
Even the registers at the stores now, it's like, I'm self-checking out. I was like, what the...
I got freaking
Why are
robot.
prices going up? Why?
That's true.
And I'm petty too. I'll still get in the line and wait
Right.
for somebody to check me out.
You petty? No, not
I'm
at
like,
all.
I'm not doing this.
It's crazy, man.
I feel like I just take longer anyways.
right.
And then they give you this little like table to put all your damn groceries. It makes no sense. But anyways, okay, so civil engineer, which is dope. And then back to the other point was it is very frustrating when you know you cannot work the people
Correct.
next to you and there is a ceiling, right, for every position, right? Like I don't know what the positions are in civil engineer, but like a lot of union workers or things like that, they'll use words like journeyman, right? You got to be a journeyman. Journeyman get paid
Yeah.
like journeyman.
Yep.
And so on, foreman or whatever. But in the military, you had to test, you had your evaluations, and anyways, and time of service or whatever, and then you make rank, right? It has a lot of times, sometimes people will get promoted just by the people they know. You know, they would give you that extra eval or whatever. And it was frustrating to see sometimes. It's like, man, this person should not be advancing at all. It's just, and then when you take that same work ethic into real estate, you do see the fruits of your labor, and you could take it as far as you want. And then after that, you expand to whatever fields you want, right? Like it's just not a service industry; it's an investment industry, it's a development industry, or whatever.
Right.
It's
I mean,
team lead.
you're jumping into a game right now that you eat what you kill. You know that, right? And that's to be fair, that's any industry that is. I hate to use the word sales, but sales related. That's in theory, that's what it is. But now we've all experienced that in many different ways. A lot of us, all of us, have been in the job that we're worth whatever they're telling us we are per hour. The good news for you, though, there's some jobs that you have access, and that right there, in my personal opinion, can outweigh what the pay is, right? For example, with you have access to the base. You have access to people that know, like, and trust you. You have access to a whole organization, for lack of better words, that if you could tap into that, you can win on both sides of the coin, even if you just tap into it a little bit, which you already are, and respectfully doing it in your off hours. You know what I mean? So you do it a way that you can be present on both sides. It helps. It's just you and your wife right now. You don't have any children yet, which will come down the road. But more importantly, you're still focused on building.
Correct.
Really, more importantly, you have the want to do it. You can't teach a want. Like that is, you either got it or you don't. And when we meet with a lot of people, everybody talks a good game that they want to do it. I always go back to DJing world. Everybody wants to be a DJ. Everybody wants to say they can perform. Everybody said they want to be a realtor because it just looks easy. It looks fun. A lot of comparable. It's work.
And while everybody talks, they want it, right?
Everyone says it.
But going back to you, as far as the want to do this, like, what are your aspirations now that you're in it? Obviously, pickleball, we're talking about it. You get with high, you get your license. Now you're in it. You're closing deals. Right. And obviously, I know they're teaching you what Uncle Sam's going to want at the end of the year. You're prepping for all this stuff.
We just spoke about that.
Yeah. And the biggest mistake agents make, including myself, is once you're used to living at a certain salary and then you make twice as much, what are you doing with that extra money?
Right.
You know, but like, what are your aspirations with this?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a loaded question, but the way I'm thinking about it, right? You know me, and a lot of people know me. I like to be the best at whatever I do.
Okay.
Whether going back to school, I was top of my class. I wanted to be the best at that.
Okay.
When I went to work in engineering in the base, before I met High, my previous job, I wanted to be the best engineer at that. Accomplish that. And that's how I met High.
Gotcha.
All right. Doesn't even need to be work. It could be pickleball. I just picked up pickleball like maybe a year and a half ago. And I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Right? I picked up golf probably like 2 years ago. Golf is probably one of the hardest sports in the world.
Right.
I'm better than 99% of the people I know. I'm not the best yet because it's a hard sport, but I've always tried to be the best at whatever I wanted to do. And I never looked at anybody else as competition.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be.
You want to be the best.
I just want to be the best. And in real estate, I want to be the best.
Okay.
I want I talked to Julian about this, right? Like, I want to do things that a rookie has never done before. And that is like meet these numbers while also having this 9 to 5 where I'm stuck at this 9 to 5 because I have a responsibility at work.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to let my team down. I don't want to let High down. Because I have responsibility for them, but also I want to help as many families as I can. And I started at 12. My goal was 12.
Okay.
Then we made a stretch goal of 20.
Which is not a stretch
Not for him.
And then
for anybody.
I made another stretch goal of 10 million.
See, but you have to remember though, it's a full-time job. So
Yeah.
like you got to think the most agents take about 18 to 24 months to even get their first deal. You're not most agents. You're past that. You know, you have a network that you've tapped into. We talked about this in the beginning. We always will. Your network is deeper than you think it is until you actually give it a shot.
Yeah, you tap into it.
Like, but the good thing for you, you're from here. You see what I'm saying? That helps out so much. Edgar can't relate. He's not from here, but he has a dope network. But he'll never have the same network that we have
Yeah.
just because we're from here.
Right.
So we have to tap into that.
It took me 6 months to sell my first house, and I tell everybody like I was doing open houses. I thought I was doing everything I needed to do, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that you're gonna get. You're gonna have so much more education already, just because even if I did the open houses and I talked to a potential client, what are the next steps? Who's my lender? And I have no networks.
Yeah.
Right.
You have the networks
Facts.
already.
Right.
Once I got past that 6 month mark and I started selling, I still ended up selling 12 houses in those 6 months. And then it was just, it continues to grow. Whereas, and also I had just landed here to Virginia. I don't know Virginia
At all.
I landed in Virginia in November of 2016, got licensed by February 2017.
Got it.
Didn't sell a house until like August or something like that. And then it was just business.
Gotcha.
But if you have the network, everybody knows you. Yes, and obviously, once people start seeing everything that you're doing, you become a value. You are trusted to close the deals, help people reach their goals, their dreams, right? All those things that you were just talking about.
Right.
Because also, let's be honest, there's a couple of people, including myself. If I know you're new to something, I'm probably not going to use you.
It's also true. And that's,
You're still battling that, I would say, within your closest sphere.
Yeah.
See, but the thing with that is that's how you can leverage me, and that's how you can leverage us, really, because it's not. I always say this: you never just get one agent to get you to the finish line. At least that's how we structure it on ourselves. You get 2 for 1.
Yeah.
And if we do our job right, you're not paying us. The seller is, right. That's the verbiage that we use in one way or another. But if it needs be, I'm just saying you're an anomaly because you remind me of me when I first started, because I didn't get licensed until October of that year. I did 1 or 2 that year, and then next year I was rookie of the year. The only difference is that I didn't have a full-time job. Like I went all in. That's the only difference I can say, but you're already on the same trajectory. And I'm talking about of hurrah, not in the brokers that I was at. Like that's the goal that I can already see, and that's really my goal for you, because we're going to get there. It's just a matter of how. Right. So now it's you're putting your head down and you're working. This time next year, where do you want to be? Not just in real estate. Let's focus real estate.
Let's say March 2020.
There you go. March 27. Damn, it'll be 27 already.
You know, honestly, I haven't even thought that far because I've just been so focused on the present. You know,
Okay.
I have these goals this year that I just want to meet, and you know, when I set a goal, I just hone in on that goal. I don't look any further.
Well, can I throw one out there for you?
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
I mean, you have foreclosing since October, right? So can we see you on a trip next year with us?
Hey,
Because what was the threshold last year for your office?
5 to 6.
There you go. Very doable.
Extremely doable.
Got it.
Obviously, we're going past that because you've already set. I already heard you say 10. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you just said that, because the trip is based on October to September. That's the year. It's not January. It's not calendar. So you already started in the right way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect time.
Yeah.
Right place, right time.
Yeah. Okay, that's dope.
That's a good point.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to be there.
So your 12 needs to be done by September 31st.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Got it.
Yeah, more than 12.
Yeah, more than 12. Well, yeah, you understand.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
but yeah, that, you know, I think that's definitely doable, especially like I get it that I'm a new agent, but how I like to leverage things because of who I am as a person, especially for with the spirit that I connect with. They know that, and I tell them this at every consult, that real estate does not pay my bills at home.
No.
Right? This real estate was a choice. I did not have to do this, but I wanted to because I have my own personal goals for my wife, my future family, and my parents that I still take care of.
Right.
And that why that I have is bigger than anything. And I don't want people to think like, oh, he's in it for the greed, just for more money. It's not. It's for stability.
Which is really good you say that, because most people, that's again perception, right? It's the used car perception happens a lot in this industry,
Right.
and knowing that you can lead from a place of confidence, knowing that's not the case, is dope. And then fast forward a year or two or three, it's only going to get more. Your confidence level is only going to grow more, because really at the end of the day, Edgar and I, don't get me wrong, we do this 100% full time. But if we didn't sell a house this month, we're still fine, and next month, and we're still fine. But it took a minute to get there. It wasn't always like that, and I don't mean that from a arrogant standpoint. It's because if we can't work with you, don't get me wrong, we want to work with everybody, but don't worry, we'll be able to work with somebody else.
Right.
And more importantly, this isn't going to affect my peace.
Right.
As we start getting older in this and getting more seasoned in this game, you've seen this a lot lately. A lot of this can affect your peace because, one, you care. Two, you want to see this get to the finish line. And three, this shit ain't easy. It's not for everybody, bro.
It's not.
You know what I mean? But being able to deal with this, you learn more. You don't fail. You learn what not to do. You learn how to pivot faster. Right. You understand how to negotiate better. You understand how to get a seller to understand this is really where the market's at. You got to listen. Same with the buyer. Right. You got to pivot. So as you're growing in this game, your vernacular, your knowledge, your everything is only going to grow because you already have it. You just married your past life into your current life because that's what you're doing. So I don't even want to look at you and or High as new agents. You guys are seasoned business owners. You guys have already ran teams. You still run teams. Yeah. You're a seasoned leader. So you're just you're transferring that into real estate. On top of that, you got a whole squad that got your back. So if you don't have an answer, we got the answer. Like,
well, what are you doing for those new agents that are out here? An Edgar who just joined, doesn't know what to do his first 6 months. What are you telling them? What are you telling me? My first 6 months into business.
So it's funny. I just had a phone call with Julian about this.
Okay.
My goal is to do as many deals as I can, right? Because I just don't want anybody in the brokerage to have any excuses. Because I have a full-time job. I have a wife, I have I have my parents that I take care of. And essentially, I just want to show them that hard work will get you anywhere you want to be. You can be motivated.
Yes.
Motivation is only 10% to me of, your success. The other 90% is the discipline and the want to do it. You have to just do it. Like, get in the room. And it's funny that you say that. Like, when I first started, Julian will tell you, I was all over the place. I was like, man, what the hell? How am I going to get these leads, man? Do open houses. Hey, Julian, can I do some open houses? I'm looking at, and then, I'm trying to figure out how to host these, military VA home loan.
First time home buyers or whatever.
Because, I'm in the military. I'm trying to figure out how to leverage that. But then it was good timing because me and my wife had our anniversary trip going to Cabo.
Okay.
Right. And Julian told me, had a conversation with me before I went on the trip, on the plane, and he was like, hey, this is what I want you to do. Get on your phone, hook up to the Wi-Fi on the airplane, and open up your messenger and just start sending messages out to everybody on your friends list. And then scroll back to the stories all the way to the back and then just start liking their stuff because you're going to be on their feed. And man, when I tell you when I got off that plane, I probably had 4 people that reached out to me. And that's when I was just like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is what I need.
Something so simple and free.
And free. Exactly.
It's just using it the right way. You know what I mean? Because they're going to cap you on only seeing 10% of your audience. And you know the reason why I told you specifically to do that? Anyone can do it.
Right.
You have a good online presence. That's what I'm saying. So your algorithm's already in your favor. And I see that based on the amount of likes, the engagement. And anyone joins my team, I do a social media audit. I don't tell everyone I do this, but I do this on purpose because I just want to see how they look. So first and foremost, are you on there popping bottles? Are you on there doing stupid shit? We got to clean that up. Okay. Outside of that, are you, let's just say level A, B, or C. What I mean is like, are you on there? Like I'm an A. I'm on there all the time. Right. B, you're mid. C, you're not too much, but you have it. D, you're non-existent. If you're non-existent, we got to get you to C at least. Right. You're like a B plus, right? Like you're there. That's good. You already have that. Not many people are there. Most people are C's. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, let's tap into this. Let's see what happens because that's what I did. That's what I've told other people to do that are the same things. And I knew it was going to happen. But the way that it happened, to your point, the timing is you have to give yourself the time to do it. And most people aren't disciplined to take the hour or 2 a day to do the calls, to do the follow-ups, et cetera, et cetera. That was what worked for me. And it still works for me to this day. But you had you were on a plane. You had nothing else to do. You're going to watch a movie, read a book, sleep, or this.
Right.
Yep.
So I was like, let's take advantage of this time. And now you're doing it more often because you see it works. Now, mind you, that's just one trick. Right. There's a lot of other ones that we can do. You still need to do some open houses. You still need to start writing some cards. Like there's a lot of other plays, but at least the momentum's on your side now because a lot of people get discouraged when it doesn't happen right away.
Yeah.
Sound like you?
Because
you already wanted to win day one. I'm like, bro, there's levels to this, like Drake says. Like you gotta. It takes a minute to get there, but you're on the way there. You're doing this. I want to end on this part. New agents, kind of piggyback on what Edgar was saying. New agents tune into this a lot, and we love that the new agents tune into this a lot. What tips and tricks can you give them right now as they're starting so they do not give up on themselves?
Yeah. Just tap into your social media, man. And the biggest thing, I think this is the biggest thing. Don't chase the money. If you're going to help a family out, especially if it's somebody that you don't know or whoever it may be, people can sense that you're chasing or you're pressuring them to like buy this house or you're just in it for the money to have a transaction. You have to be patient. Like you have to be able to read the room, right? And you know, some of my clients that I've worked with, you know, I tap in with them first week. I got them a BBA signed, and then we ratify on the house the next week. Mm-hmm. I got another family that we signed the BBA, and it probably takes 2 months.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah. At least.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to listen to them because if they start feeling like you're forcing them to do something, you know, you lost it.
Right.
Right. So don't chase the money. The money will come. Mm-hmm. Just come from a good place with a good heart, and also have faith. You know, just trust. I believe in God, so you know I have a strong faith in God. Pray about it every night. I have a strong circle behind me who believes in me, and just stay disciplined. That's all I can say, man.
Well, the sky's the limit for you, bro.
Appreciate
and I got to say this out loud before we wrap up. So we realized this at our team dinner that we had in December. He's like an older version of my son, Miles, if you look at him. I'm dead serious. My wife and I both agree. You see it? Yes. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's a compliment, by the way. But I'm like, yo, that's if Miles was 35 years old.
Yeah.
I see him looking like Noel.
It's true.
He's Hispanic. He's Filipino. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
but
you guys did look alike.
For sure.
That's funny.
So, Noel, thank you for being on the podcast. We appreciate you. We're proud of you. Thanks. We're excited to see where your journey is going to go. Fast forward a year, I want to have you on again. Because I want to see, after you've received that Rookie of the Year, after you've had the accolades of understanding what a full calendar year in real estate looks like, I want to see where your mind's
at. And going on the trip.
And going on the trip. Boom.
We'll
exactly.
All
right. And then where can, if anyone that's following you right now, or excuse me, tuning in right now, how can they follow you?
Yeah. So my Instagram is noel.mnlo, and then My Facebook is Noel Anthony Manalo. That's a link.
Perfect, my man.
All right.
Noel. Sorry, Edgar. Be you.
Be me.
Be you. Believe in yourself. I'm just looking at his shirt right now. If you can't see it. What's your final words of the day? Can you think anymore?
No, I can't. I can't think anymore.
I know. The more he thinks, the more hair he loses.
Be you.
So I'll stop.
Just be yourself. No commission breath. Yes.
Yes.
That is very true. At the VA agent on Instagram. That's where you can find Edgar. DJ Julian Rivera at DJ Julian Rivera, Instagram, X, Facebook, the whole 9 yards. Your Peak Life podcast, YouTube. You can subscribe. You can listen to us on Apple Music and on Spotify. More importantly, listen to these tips and tricks that we have. We don't have to say the ones. We have our guests saying a lot of the same things. And realistically, we want to at least make sure you get one gem out of every show that you can implement into your life. Until next time, peace.